It's Week 11 of the National Football League, and we'll see DJ Moore, whose utter dominance has moved him within range of the single-season receiving record. It's the Bears and the...
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Well, the Lions offense getting ready to go to work here. And whose career has been rejuvenated a bit as of late. And season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Touchdown, Detroit! Brock Wright, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On play action, Fields. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bears are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
No sweat from Montez Sweat that time as he makes that stop look easy. From the gun, here's Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That's place to and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bears take over.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he'll be knocked to the turf right there as he gets it up to the 43. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Bears at 9-1 on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll leave it with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll run with Herbert. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. 8th play in the drive, forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Herbert. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest-Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. And Detroit getting set to go now. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. You know, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
That will toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Gibbs will try and pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Jack Fox on to punt. This will be taken at the 10. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Play action. It's Fields sliding out of the pocket. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Off play action, Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Anthony Schwartz with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. Was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Off play action. Here's Goff. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin has already handed me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 42. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's
complete. And he is going to have the Bears first down. And they pick it up rather easily. A gain of 9 on 4th and 2. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schwartz. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Anthony Schwartz on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears take a 3-touchdown lead. Santos with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here's Goff.
Open man is Raymond. He's got it.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun. Goff.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Goff.
Throw caught by Raymond.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, Goff. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and long. It's Goff.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
You got a mini base. Out.
On 1st down, it's Fields. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Fields on 1st down.
He's got a man, complete. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
On play action, Fields. He'll find Schwartz complete right side.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Herbert.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Khalil Herbert
with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to add on to their first half lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Goff. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. So we reach halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. From his end zone, Travis Homer. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
On second down, a run with Herbert. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Here we go. Hey, going out right here.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Back to throw. Fields. Over the middle. That's caught by Schwartz. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Throwing again is Fields. He'll buy some time right. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field. 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And now the rookie's free. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 74 yards. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. Now he's into the clear again. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
There
he goes right side. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions get a bit closer. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Fields. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Fields. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of it. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Lions will take over. On 1st down, Goff. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them.
All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick-6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. In search of redemption from the pick-6. Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs. There he goes again. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 75 yards. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Off play action, Fields. He'll find Jones again, complete. Touchdown Bears! Velus Jones, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Santos with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Time for another look at this Lions offense. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Goff now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
Hey, Jared. Delta. No mas.
They snap it to Fields.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Velus Jones
With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Bears are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth-quarter lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
2nd and 10, Goff again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Throwing again is Goff. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
This is taken at the 10. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return.
A look at Velus Jones as the Bears get set to go on offense.
When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a two-way conversation because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seeing the payoff. You know, getting the ball to that guy means yardage, and as we've seen, touchdowns in this game. So I think both of them get more and more excited about the possibilities as things continue on.
Yeah, so far it's been over 100 yards and the 2 scores. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Here we go.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, never mind, Monday. Hey, can't.
Here's Fields.
Man open, here is Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
They'll fake the handoff, now Fields.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Santos now to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was all capped off by Cole Kmet with a touchdown catch. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
So out now come the Lions.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on moments with.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Boswell good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Well, the Bears offense out there set and ready to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Now they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play. A good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And his throw is incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big pickup of 38. Out of the gun, Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. That one looks like he'll throw here. Caught on the right side by Jones. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
On play action, Fields.
crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Here we go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now the point after try for Santos. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Velus Jones who finished things off with a touchdown grab. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One last throw here for Goff. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation